I just think it's disrespectful. I mean, white is the bride's colour. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm features editor at You and Your Wedding.
And I'm Hollie. I'm the lifestyle editor.
Now, normally we get on like a house on fire, but there are some controversial wedding issues that we disagree on. Recently, we've been thinking a lot about whether you can ask your guests to wear specific things, tell them not to wear things. Obviously, this is inspired by Pippa Middleton, who apparently, we don't know if this is true, has asked her guests to bring a second outfit to change into at the reception. Now, my personal wedding guest dress code feeling is that might be going a bit far, but I think any couple is completely within their rights to tell guests not to wear white.
And I completely disagree. I think people should be able to wear what the hell they like to a wedding. And a bride and groom, if they're thinking about things as little as their guests wearing white, then they've got a lot of time on their hands.
But your wedding is the one time where you get a colour, like nobody else can have that colour, it's yours. So why on earth does a guest need to wear white?
They don't need to, but I mean, if you're in a hot country, for example, you're not going to want to wear anything too colourful, anything that absorbs the heat, so you might want to wear white. And I think some guests just don't even think, like they'll just go shopping and they'll see a dress and, the base colour may mostly be white and they just wouldn't even think.
Well, they should think, that's the point. I think it's really selfish, and I think the main point is if you go along to a wedding in a predominantly white dress, other guests are going to judge you, and I think maybe the bride too.
Well, from experience, I had no thought about this when I was a bride, and I only actually noticed that some of my guests were wearing mostly white dresses when I was looking through the pictures, but on the day I didn't care at all. It wasn't a concern for me. And also, a dress that you can buy in, that guests wear to a wedding are so different from a wedding dress. I mean, the beautiful, couture wedding dresses and the lovely lace, nothing like that is going to come close to when a guest is wearing white. It will be very obvious that, one's a wedding dress and one's not.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point about that. I don't think that people are going to mistake them for the bride. I've heard that a few times. People saying, oh, you shouldn't wear white to a wedding because people mix you up with the bride. I don't think that's true. But at the same time, I just think it's disrespectful. I mean, white is the bride's colour.
But then what about the trend for bridesmaids wearing white at the moment? Some brides are actually asking, their bridesmaids to wear white, so there's clearly not a problem there.
If the bride has specifically asked people to wear white, I mean, if she hasn't asked you to wear white and you're not in the wedding party, there are lots of colours out there that you could wear. I mean, why not just pick pale blue or pink or green or anything that isn't white?
Yeah, you make a fair point, but then if you've chosen something, if you fall in love with a dress that's white as a guest, you're likely to accessorise it, aren't you? Not many people would go
with a white dress.
Not with a veil. Not many people would wear a white dress and then, wear all the, diamonds and stuff like that a bride might wear. They're going to have a hat, they're going to have accessories, a bag. They're not going to be all white. I think it's very obvious that they're the guest.
Yeah, I guess so. It just does make me uncomfortable. I personally would never wear white to a wedding. Have you ever done it?
I've never done it myself, I'll be honest. But I do know people who have, and afterwards I've spoken to them and they've said, oh God, I didn't even think about that.
They should. They really should.
But how far would you go? What else are you going to tell people that they can't wear? And also, how the hell do you go about saying that? Do you put it on the invitation? Don't wear white?
See, that's interesting, because I think at the same time I don't like dress codes for weddings. I think people should also make an effort and look smart. So how would you put that across? I guess if you're having an information sheet, put something on there, or just try and let it be known, let it percolate and spread through your guests like a rumour that you as a couple would prefer any white wearing to be left to you.
If I got an invitation like that, I'd actually probably try and find a dress that was mostly white, just because I think it's ridiculous to be told what to wear.
And if it were my wedding, I'd have my ushers remove you.
So what's your opinion on wearing black then? Same?
Well, no, because it's not the couple's colour, and I have worn black to a wedding before, but I have to say I felt really uncomfortable, and I think people were, particularly the older generation, were looking at me thinking that I'd been a little bit rude. I went for a black strapless dress with a big chiffon skirt, so it was almost like a wedding dress dyed black, and I regret that a bit.
Yeah, see, yeah, I agree with you on that one. I don't think black should ever, all black at a wedding. It's almost like you're saying you don't agree with the, the couple.
Yeah. Well, you've heard what we think, so if you want to leave your comments on the subject below, we'd love to know what you think. If you want to keep up to date with all the debates happening on our channel, don't forget to subscribe. You can also click on the link below to continue the discussion on our forum.
Bye.
Bye, see you next time.